Hi, you beautiful friends. I'm sure that you're having a good day so far. For today's theme on the Crisis Journey series, I wanted to share with you something significant I have learned while quarantined in my hotel room here so far in the last few days. But before I do that, as I always do, I just wanted to remind you once again of the jewelry that I've got on now. So these earrings, the top bit here is made from a plain bark of a tree, and then you've got the kidney cells attached to them at the bottom. And then this necklace, the top bit is made from ordinary cotton, and then this thing that I'm holding here is a replica of a pig's tusk. Now, pigs are an important economic and social commodity up in the highlands of Papua New Guinea, and so we have got a significant um, story to pigs. Therefore, these are quite an important part of our culture. So I encourage you to please promote the products through your network from my social media platforms, as well as place your orders so that you can have some of this beautiful organic local produce for yourself. And in that way, we can support our local craftsmen and women to generate some income as well. So thank you so much for doing that. Now, what have I learned so far while being quarantined in this hotel room? Well, I've learned to appreciate little things. Sometimes we take advantage of little things and we are stressed out and we panic and we anxious about how society is moving or people's expectations or even competition or business. So in the midst of all those circumstances in our lives, we tend to override or take advantage or take for granted little things. But when we kind of take time to sit back and reflect on our journey so far, or events or situations, we kind of come across to little things which have meant so much more, or little things that we could not have done without, and we tend to appreciate them. So that's what I've been experiencing these past few days that I've been in quarantine here in this room. Now, let me just give you a bit of a background. I traveled into Port Moresby about 2 weeks ago from the village. Now, while in the village for about 5 weeks before that, I had to live literally in caves with my mom and my sisters. Like I told you yesterday in my yesterday's video, that my entire village has been burnt down, which means that houses have been burnt, people's homes destroyed, possessions been destroyed and burnt, food gardens have been destroyed, and also animals have been slaughtered like pigs and poultry, which means that women, children, and men and the entire community is just fending for their lives. But one of the things is the resilience of the people. Even though there is so much difficulty and hardship and need and scarcity as a result of the crisis that has happened, people are very resilient, which means they are just surviving out of nothing, and people are happy. They're just happy. They're just living in the present moment. People are not worried about what will happen tomorrow, or they don't have grudges for what had happened to them. Um, but they're just living in the moment. They're just making use of what they can lay their hands on, like in the present moment, and they're just content. People are just content, and it's amazing. I am actually inspired by the resilience of my own people. um oh gosh, I feel so emotional. I'm sorry. Okay. So I learned to appreciate little things. I've also witnessed how my brother was suffering in this little jail in Tari in Hela province. I shared with you how this jail looked like, you know. It was like the size of a matchbox where there was a toilet on one corner and then he had to stand because he's a big guy. So for him to sleep, he had to throw his legs over the toilet. And he had nothing to eat for the first 5 days, and then he would have something to eat if we gave him something. But he managed to survive even with the 8 spears in his body. Now, from that experience, coming to a luxurious hotel room, and then I'm thinking, I kind of at first began to complain to myself, like, what am I doing here? I'm not even allowed to get out of the room, like I don't have coronavirus. You know, those are the complaints like that I've had to myself. But then I realized, look, you know, my brother survived 9 weeks. Like I'm quarantined here for only 14 days. My brother survived in this little matchbox-sized jail, having nothing to eat for every 5 days for the last 9 weeks. My parents, my dear parents, who are older than me, they're surviving in caves right now, and they've pretty much got nothing to eat. You know, they're surviving from, I don't know, just seasonal food from the bush. And here I've got 3 meals served to me, like room serviced every day. 3 meals, like restaurant quality meals, served to me 3 times a day, every day. And then I've got hot water that I can have a really nice shower. I've got water and toilet at my vicinity. And then I've got a very, very comfortable, luxurious bed. I've got a television with, I don't know, up to 30 channels. I've got movies. I've got my computer. I've got my phone. I've got almost everything. I've got a nice big window where I can have a really beautiful view. You know, I've got everything I need. And then on top of that, I've got more things that I want. And then yet I'm complaining. Come on. Like, I can't be selfish. I can't be selfish. I've got to appreciate. I've got to learn how to appreciate little things. In that way, I can better understand what other people are going through. I can better understand what other people are going through. I mean, literally, there are people out there who are living off nothing, absolutely nothing. And I've got the privilege to travel. I've got the privilege to enjoy luxury. I've got the privilege to have a different experience. This is luxury, and I am privileged. I'm the only one who's got that opportunity to experience 2 different extremes, like from nothing to absolutely luxury. And so I've got nothing to complain. Hello, I've got nothing to complain about. I need to learn how to appreciate and acknowledge what I'm blessed with and make the best out of it. So my message to you, my friends, is that sometimes we get so carried away with the stresses of everyday life, and we tend to overlook little things. But hey, I encourage you, just stop a step, sit back and reflect on what happened yesterday, or what happened to someone else, or what happened to you the previous year, because in that way you will begin to appreciate and acknowledge little things that you have now. So I hope that this video has been inspirational in some ways. And if you do like, please share, and please subscribe. Please subscribe on my YouTube channel, because I'm doing more and more videos, so that my videos can become popular. And please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and see you on the other side. Bye.